At Boston Children's Hospital, we invite patients to take part in research studies that help us better understand and treat cerebrovascular conditions. While it takes very little effort on your end to participate, it's important to understand what the research is about and how your samples and information will be used. That's why we have a clear consent process to make sure you have all the information you need. We will always review any research you may qualify for during your clinic visit, but this video will give you a quick overview of what to expect from the research team. It's important to remember that participating in research is always completely optional, and choosing not to be a part of a research initiative won't impact your care at Boston Children's in any way. We're running a research study led by Dr. Siddharth Srivastava called the Cerebrovascular Disorders Sequencing Initiative. Our goal is to better understand how genetics might contribute to cerebrovascular disease, conditions that affect blood vessels in the brain, and improve how these conditions are diagnosed and treated. If you decide to take part in this study, we will collect a DNA sample by swabbing the inside of your cheek. We'll then use that sample for something called exome sequencing, a type of genetic testing where all of your genes are sequenced. We might also ask your parents and other members of your family to provide a cheek swab sample so we can get a bigger picture of your genetic makeup. Before we collect any samples, we'll walk you through the consent process and answer any questions. We can also connect you to a genetic counselor to help you decide whether or not you'd like to participate. You can choose whether or not you'd like to receive your genetic testing results. If you decide to get results and if there are any notable findings, we'll confirm them in a clinical lab at no cost to you or your insurance. You'll have the opportunity to meet with the genetic counselor to talk through what the results mean for you and your family. To collect the sample, we'll swab the inside of each cheek 10 times. Once collected, we flip the swab over, place it in the tube, and send it to be processed. The whole process takes about 10 minutes, and you can do it right here in the clinic, or we can mail you a collection kit to your home. The kit includes the swab, instructions, and a prepaid mailing label so you can send it back to us. Once we get your sample back from processing, we store it in the Boston Children's Biobank. It's marked with your name and date of birth so we can easily access it if needed. We'll store your sample indefinitely because we don't yet know all the ways it might be able to help with future research. Research like this has already led to major medical breakthroughs, so by participating, you're helping build a resource that could lead to better treatments and maybe even cures for cerebrovascular conditions. It will take about 6 months to process and analyze your sample. If you've opted to receive your genetic results, we'll contact you if there's anything to report. You're also welcome to reach out to us anytime to check in or ask questions. Please see the contact information in your consent form. We may reach out to you by phone, email, or at your next clinic visit. You can also message the research team through MyChart or contact your attending if you'd like to schedule a time to talk with a research assistant about this project. We're grateful to everyone who chooses to take part and happy to answer any questions you may have about our study. We look forward to meeting with you next time you're in clinic.